I'm Dylan Black. So much fun is happening this weekend in the nation's capital. Fun, including the Ottawa Children's Festival. Kristina Watt joins us right now. She's the artistic director with 100 Watt Productions and the creator and producer of the 100 Watt Earth Stage at the Children's Festival.
Yes.
That's a lot of titles. That's a lot of words. You're a busy lady. Busy this time of year because, I mean, this Earth Stage only appears the Children's Festival?
Yes, so far. It was something that I initiated thanks to Catherine O'Grady, who's the producer of the Children's Festival and the Jazz Fest. Came to her, it's now in its 6th year, and had been a fan of the Children's Festival for years before that, and then proposed to her what if within the festival that does work from all over the world, including Ottawa, professionals performing for young people, well, audiences of all ages, but young people. What if there was within the festival sort of a mini kingdom, a stage, a center, where it's all the work of young artists? And pitched that to her, and it seems to be going well. So
Amazing.
We're now in our 6th year, and so throughout the entire hours of the festival, there's this area that's free to audiences of all ages, where it's performances of young artists from all across Ottawa, age 20 and under. Music, dance, theater, there's a visual arts station, there's an exhibit.
I do definitely, I want to highlight all the amazing things that are coming, but I do want to ask you about 100 Watt Productions as well.
Sure.
Subtitle, Innocent Anarchy. so how long has the production company been around for?
Well, a lot longer than actually I sort of, so to speak, came out with it. I'm an artist myself, I'm a performer, and I draw. And when I was younger, I loved the visual of 100 and the 100 and Watt. And then I put a light bulb in the middle because Watt. And my father, now deceased, very, very energetic man. And that I pretended that was my company since very little. And then as I evolved and started, my passion became continuing to perform, but working to really support the work of young artists and youth. That has been a really big part of my life. I dedicated that 100 Watt to the work with children and teenagers.
That's great.
So 100 Watt Productions. And Innocent Anarchy came to me. I used to live in New York City, and I was walking down the street, and there's something about the sweet spot between, that lives, I think, in the child in all of us, that is innocence, and a little bit of the badass,
Okay, all right.
and that the arts have to have a little bit of anarchy, and to allow that to create to come in a creative form. There's something there. So, Innocent Anarchy.
I love it. Okay, so much to get to here. Don't want to run out of time because we need to highlight some of the amazing people that are going to be on your stage. Can I ask you how many have been on the stage throughout the years because of your stage? They've had this...
Well, I can give you a stat because I dared to add it up yesterday as I thought I was going to lose my mind as we get close to opening. I have 185, maybe 187 young artists over the 5 days this year. So I would say if you take that by 6 years...
over 1,000.
Yeah, I would say so. And some really, within that, there's one group that's 55 kids that call themselves the School of Rock with ukuleles and guitars from Churchill Alternative School. So, of course, that augments the numbers, but there you go.
So this weekend, who's going to be on that stage?
Well, starting Friday, we have a group of 23 children who have written their own poems based on what home means to them. So the theme this year is, what does home mean? What does it mean even for an animal, for habitat? So they've written poems, they're going to perform those. I have a couple of 15-year-olds, Mia Kelly, Alison Foring, who perform folk music. I have a little magician who's 8 years old who's going to perform. I have, or I should say we've got a couple of workshops, one in physical theater, one in dance, hip-hop, by a 20-year-old from Carleton University. Yeah, and it just goes on.
It's
it
busy.
goes on. Yeah, we have some fiddlers from Chelsea. yeah. I feel like I want to name
that's
everyone.
Okay. When you say there's 185, I mean, you have some people to talk about here.
Yeah.
So the more important part is it's free entertainment?
It's free to audiences of all ages.
That's wonderful.
So, and that's, I mean, Catherine O'Grady, this festival, all the grounds are free. So this tent, the 100-watt Earth stage, which lives in the pizza tent, is free to audiences all the time.
And where is that exactly located in the city?
Le Breton Flats, in front of the War Museum.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Why is it so important for you to help shine a light on our youth when it comes to entertainment and talent, performance?
I think, why is it so important? Because there's two things. First of all, they have a voice. And I think the letting of one's voice out while being watched, while being received, is now becoming a hidden asset, thanks to, and I love technology, but the whole idea of I have something to say, and I'm going to say it in a creative form, which often is a safer space. So the mask of creativity. Also, I think they're great. I think we often segregate young arts from mature arts, and there is something so pure, oftentimes just as polished, but even in a raw form, that we need to say yes to and we need to support.
Beautifully put.
And some of those artists have gone on to have their
amazing careers.
Yeah, absolutely.
100watt.org is the place to go to find out more about the Earth Stage and the Children's
please.
Festival. Thank you very much, Kristina Watt, for being here.
Thank you, Dylan.
More daytime coming up in moments. This is Rogers TV.